So everyone is familiar with a North American window. North American window casement. The mechanism is on the bottom. So here I am, I'm reaching down to get to it. I'm not standing up. With a European window, the handle is in the center. Very easy to use. Also, comparing the hardware, a North American window, many times I could only grab it with 2 or 3 fingers and turn. With a European window, I am grabbing it just like I do with a door handle. I have a lot more control. How does the mechanism work? Right now it's pointing down and it rotates all the way up, and it does different functions from being locked, pointing down, to being horizontal, to being vertical, or something in between. Again, it's pointing down, it is locked. Horizontally, the window opens. It opens until it reaches the wall, and typically that is 90 degrees at least. When I close the window, I'm able to continue and bring the handle all the way up. Now the window is locked on the bottom, but it opens on the top. It opens on the top to allow warm air in our room to rise. Hot air rises and automatically finds the larger portion of the opening window. It escapes, and at the same time it creates an air movement, a vacuum of some sort, where it brings fresh air automatically in all the time. Hot air goes out, fresh air comes in. Even if the room is closed, the door is closed, there is no other ventilation. That's how it functions. If I close the window once more and lower the handle halfway between up and horizontal, the window opens about a 1/4 inch, just to allow slight movement of air. It could be that I'm going to work and I want to come back home with some fresh air instead of stale air. Or it could be that it's really cold outside and I don't want to tilt the window and shock the room with very cold temperatures suddenly. So it has a micro-ventilating option. Let's have a look and see how this window locks. Every one of these metal keepers are an actual locking point. On each side, there is at least 2 or 3 locking points. Compared to a North American window, I have a single lever that locks only one side. In reality, if we test that and check, we'll find that on the side that we have the lock, the gaskets are compressed perfectly. But on the top of a casement window, on the bottom of a casement window, on the opposite side of a casement window, the gaskets are compressed a lot less than they do on the locking side. European window compressed the same on all 4 sides. By me moving the handle, I am moving all these locking points. Great. What else I'm able to do with this product is I can adjust each and every locking point. With a 4mm Allen key, I can simply turn it slightly and see how that locking point moves in or out 2 millimeters. And I can fine tune this window perfectly. Even in 10 years or 20 years, if the gasket becomes a little softer, I can fine tune that and make sure that it still locks absolutely perfect. When I tilt the window, it's still locked on the bottom, which means if I'm at ground level and I choose to have an alarm at home, I could order the window with the alarm contact built in. Or I could ask my alarm company to install the contact on the bottom. I could go to sleep, ground level, tilt the window, turn the alarm on, and still have great protection because it's still locked and the alarm is still functioning perfectly, which is a great advantage on bungalows or ground level windows. I won't rely on this feature with my life, but it definitely adds a lot more resistance compared to a North American window that if I go to sleep, I definitely lock the window knowing that, well, I have no protection at all. The alarm cannot be on, or I cannot rely on a portion of the window being partially closed like I do with a European window. The European window also protects us from bugs. The frame is always clean. The screen is on the outside. Bugs cannot get onto my frame on the bottom. I don't have to vacuum dead bugs all the time like I do on a North American window.